Hello, guys. We're on chapter 26 of our Wayside Schools reading. Okay, so chapter 26 is called Terrence. Terrence was a good athlete, but a bad sport. Rondi and Allison were playing two square with a red ball. Can I play? Asked Terrence. No, said Allison. You have to let me play, said Terrence. Lewis says we have to share the balls. Well, we're not sharing with you, said Allison. Oh, let him play, said Rondi. All right, said Allison. We'll play three square. You better play right. I will, said Terrence. Allison bounced the ball to Rondi, and Rondi bounced it over to Terrence. Terrence caught it and kicked it over the fence. You have to go get it, said Allison. Shut up, Dixie Cup, Terrence answered. Rondi ran and told Lewis. DJ and Damien were playing basketball. Uh-oh, here comes Terrence, said Damien. Hey, let me play, said Terrence. Get lost, Terrence, said Damien. You have to share the balls. Lewis said so, said Terrence. Okay, but just throw it in the basket. Don't kick it, said Damien. I won't, said Terrence. First, Damien took a shot, and it bounced off the backboard and through the hoop. Next, DJ took a shot. He threw it underhand way up in the air, and it came down through the hoop without touching the rim. Terrence then took a shot. He kicked it over the fence. You idiot, said Damien. Take a train, peanut brain, Terrence answered. DJ went and told Lewis. Stephen, Calvin, Joe, John, and Leslie were playing Spud. Stephen was it. Everyone else had a number. Stephen had to throw the ball in the air and call out a number. The person who had that number had to try and catch it. Can I play? Asked Terrence. No, said Calvin. You'll just kick the ball over the fence. No, said Joe. No way, said John. No, said Leslie. Sure, said Terrence. Newcomers are it. He gave the ball to Terrence. Just throw the ball up in the air and call out a number between 1 and 5. Okay, said Terrence. The children formed a circle around Terrence. A million! Yelled Terrence as he kicked the ball over the fence. What'd you do that for? Asked Stephen. Eat a frog, warthog, said Terrence. Stephen ran and told Lewis. Terrence looked around. There was nothing to do. There were no balls left. Lewis walked up to him. He was followed by Allison, Rondi, Damien, DJ, Stephen, Calvin, Joe, John, and Leslie. What's the matter, Terrence? Asked Lewis. There are no balls, said Terrence. Do you have a green ball? No, said Lewis. All of my balls have mysteriously disappeared. Darn it, said Terrence. There's nothing left to kick. Nothing left to kick? Asked Lewis. Oh, I don't know about that. What do you think, Rondi? Is there anything left to kick? Rondi thought a minute, then she smiled. She was missing her two front teeth. Yes, there's something left to kick, she said. Well, where is it? Asked Terrence. Let me check with Allison, said Lewis. Allison, is there anything left to kick? He winked at her. There sure is, said Allison. What? What? Said Terrence. How about you, Damien? Said Lewis. Can you think of anything? Damien nodded his head yes. Well, what is it? Asked Terrence. He couldn't wait. DJ, we got anything around here to kick? Asked Lewis. DJ smiled. Yes, we do, he said. Give it to me, Terrence demanded. I don't know if I should, said Lewis. What do you think, Calvin? Should I give it to him? I think you should, said Calvin. You heard Calvin, said Terrence. Give it to me. Not so fast, said Lewis. Leslie, should I give it to him? Oh, yes, I think he deserves it, said Leslie. Give it to me, Terrence repeated. Do you also think he deserved it, Joe? Asked Lewis. Yes, I think so, said Joe. What about you, John? Asked Lewis. Definitely give it to him, John answered. Come on, said Terrence. Recess is almost over. We'll leave it up to Stephen, said Lewis. Whatever he says goes. Let him have it, said Stephen. You heard him, Lewis, said Terrence. Let me have it. Okay, said Lewis. He picked up Terrence and kicked him over the fence.